the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. And when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Mustangs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Bunch formation for these receivers. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. You got to be able to deliver strikes through the air, and this guy right now is doing just that.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Bruins are flying down the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quick completion to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to Johnson. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now they'll run it to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, third in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense...
Open field on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Finds his big tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, SMU!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. He rifles one deep down the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. The defense, they better check themselves.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to get it himself. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And now on second down for this offense. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Marshall. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Trying to beat the DT. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that.
There he goes. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. No good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quarterback extends the play. Running to Green. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Jennings. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Back open in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. Touchdown Mustangs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And there's so many targets to focus on, so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Thomas. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Iyamaleava. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The lone back's got it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Give to the running back. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option to give. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Skips away from pressure. Got enough space. Touchdown, SMU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Marshall.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires downfield. On target over the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Wide open downfield. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Quick step and go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brinson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll go to the ground. Sweet cut there. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Grab near the sticks, it's Marshall. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a... Massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. Touchdown, Bruins! the lead with the 6. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up by 35 over Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The #1 key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
Catch in the middle. It's Maryland. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. The handoff to Johnson. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He'll pull it down. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You have some success with the bootleg, and now you got the defense on their heels a little bit in this run game because they're not sure who's got the ball. Is it going to be the running back? Is the quarterback booting and keeping it himself? Can you play action and maybe throw it? Nice job mixing and matching the play calling here offensively.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That's caught. It's Marshall. Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Slithers into space, and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Buying some time. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that. It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business. And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes. Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing. And the Bruins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. Caught near the sideline, it's Thomas. That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go. The Bruins are facing 3rd and inches. Might be changing the route. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback. Wants to keep it in the air. Right down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Safe completion on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it tackle.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Brought down at the 1-yard line, and oh, so close to a pick six.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Right back to the well. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Oh, he wants it all. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. He might want another play. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, UCLA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Here's the handoff. Hard running there. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll give it to the back. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.